Hello there, this is kwetsoglobal and thanks for passing through. I'm on a journey to introduce you to yourself, and as you're on here, I would urge you to subscribe to this channel, like it, share with your friends, and leave me a comment on everything that came to your mind. Imagine when growing up, your parents told you you are a ruler. Imagine they told you you are a master, that you have to dominate, that you are a dominator. Imagine that. Whatever you are today is as a result of what you have heard, what you have been told, and what you have thought about from birth till now. My focus for today is kings and queens. You are to dominate, not to be the dominated. The question I've been on is, why am I here? I have been on a series, Why Am I Here? The first series, I explained what it means to be here on earth and why it is necessary that every man is on earth. Episode 2, I explained that God is the reason every human being is on earth. And on episode 3, I explained that earth is the reason you and I are on earth. On episode 4, I'm explaining this briefly, that you are a king and a queen. You are to dominate. You are not to be dominated. That's the underlying statement. Many of us have lived our lives to chance, to fear, to the unknown, to things that have no power over you and I. The only thing that seems to be having power over us is fear and lack of knowledge. Why am I here? You are here as a ruler. You are here as a ruler of the earth. You are here as a ruler of your own affairs and the affairs of man and things. That is why you are here. I'm taking my reference from Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. Just a phrase in the verse. Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion. My focus is let them have dominion. Let them means let us allow them have dominion. Let them means let us allow them be the rulers. Let us allow them be the one having sovereign rule, sovereign power, sovereign authority to decide what happens and what shouldn't happen. The good and the bad, to be able to determine what is good and what is bad, to be able to decide what is and what is not. God decided to let man have absolute dominion on earth. God said, let us allow man have dominion. It means we should allow man have the right, the authority, the power to be the one deciding what happens on earth. You are to decide what happens on earth because you have the right, the power, and the authority for it. Whatever happens to you, you decided it. Nobody did it for you. You decided it. So you don't have to blame anybody. Whatever happens, you decided it. I trust from today you begin to decide some good things. Some things that should happen to you. Let them have dominion over the earth. The word dominion is the Hebrew word bara. It means royalty. It means sovereignty. It means to subjugate, to have control over. Bara. It means to rule. This is why you are here. The first assignment God gave to man after creating man was for man to rule. You are here to rule. You are here to dominate, to subjugate. You are here to have control over things, over the happenings, over everything. That is why you are here. That is the assignment every human being carries. To have dominion. to be the one in charge and not to be the one subdued. You are to subdue. I know things are happening to you and you want to change it. You can do it. You can change that. I know things are affecting you and you want to put a stop to it. You can put a stop to it. You can decide what happens to you. You can decide that this thing that is happening to you today, no anymore. Enough is enough. And you can decide what comes your way. You can decide what you want, what you need. You can't live your life to chance. The moment you live your life to chance, chance begins to direct your path. Things that happens to you because you didn't choose them. A life well lived is a life deliberately lived. If you don't live your life deliberately, you will live your life to chance. And things will affect you anyway, anyhow. You are to have dominion. The word dominion means royalty. That makes you a king and a queen. The word dominion means reign. You have to reign. You have to have control. You have to be able to say, this is it. You are to be a king. That is what you are. You are a king. You are a queen. Bible will tell us that where the word of a king is, there is power. Your power to rule, your right to rule is in your mouth. It's in the things you say. You have to decide right from today. Try your best to decide what should happen to you next. Example, many people are just afraid of accidents. Many people in their mind are thinking once they are on the road, they are driving or they are in a public transport, anything can happen. Decide to begin to think that things affect people, yes, no doubt, but for you, it won't affect you. Try that thought. Try to begin to think this way and try to begin to talk this way. Once you do this, you begin to act this way and you become that. Everybody is falling sick. Yes, we know. We accept it. We are not saying they don't. But for you, you won't fall sick. Talk to yourself this way. Tell yourself this, that people are falling sick, yes. People are being affected with different symptoms, different viruses, different things. But for you, you won't be affected. An example, when I was in SHS, I remember for the whole 3 years in school, every year, Apollo would break out. And many were affected by Apollo, but I was the only person who wasn't affected by Apollo. Guess what? I was the one rather laying hands on people's eyes and they were getting healed. This never affected me because I believed and confessed daily that things that affect people doesn't affect me. I said it every day, that things that affect people doesn't affect me. I believed and confessed daily that I am healed, that I live in divine health. You know what happened to me? My mind aligned to it. My body aligned to it. Now I have dominion over sickness, over diseases, over infirmity. What this means is that I am superior to these things. There are challenges in life, but you are bigger than your challenges. You are way bigger than your challenges. There are situations, we all go through it. There's this thing called victim of circumstances, where you could just be walking, or you could just be passing through some place and something from you will just touch something and there's damage. It is being a victim of circumstances. But you can decide that from today you are not and never going to be a victim of circumstances. Try it. Your power is in your mouth. Say, I am not a victim of circumstances. And continually say, your life will change. You are to be a king. you act to be a king. See yourself as one. Picture yourself as a king. Imagine yourself as a king. And as you do so, every part of your mind will align. Your emotions will align. Your imaginations will align. Your intellect will align. Your memory will align. And your willpower will align. Once your willpower aligns, you begin to talk it. You begin to speak it. And as you speak it, you will see yourself that way. You will act that way. And you will talk that way. You are a queen. Behave like a queen. Ladies, behave like a queen. Talk like a queen. Act like one. Think like one. You are a queen. You are a king and a queen. You are to dominate. The word dominate is to subdue. You are to subdue. If I tell you things are not going to happen to you, I'm lying to you. Things are going to happen to you, but you are to subdue at the end of the day. You weren't supposed to leave your mind to it. You weren't supposed to leave yourself to it. Because once you leave yourself to it, you'll be subdued. Listen to this. Everything is seeking your attention. Everything is trying to get your will. Once you give it, you are done. That's the end of it. You are here as a king and a queen. You are here to dominate the earth and the things in it, not to be the one dominated. You are here as a king and a queen. You are here to dominate, to subdue, to subjugate, to rule, to reign. You are to have dominion, not to be dominated. This is the end of this episode. I trust this helped you. I trust it has given you a perspective on how to see yourself, how to talk, and how to think. Thanks for watching. I'm Kwetso, and this is kwetsoglobal.